Welcome everyone. We've got Joey Hayes here, friend of Moving with Ease and personal friend of mine. Thanks for coming, mate.
You're welcome, mate. Thanks for having me.
Joey works on the Gold Coast. I'll let you tell us a little bit about what you're doing, mate. He's down at Miami, but take it away, mate. Tell us where you're at.
Yeah, we've got a private training facility based at Miami here on the Gold Coast. Been coaching now for the best part of...
AKA the Pit.
Yes, the Pit. It stands for Passion, Intensity and Trust, Paul. Everything that I'm about, everything I expect you to be about. Hey, you learn every day.
Yeah.
I've been coaching now professionally for the last 16 years.
Yep.
I have a master's degree in exercise science, specialising in strength and conditioning for elite athletes.
Yep.
I've been fortunate enough to have many mentors, including yourself and Victor. Some great people around to be able to develop our programs that we've got in place now running for our athletes.
And that's what I like about you, Joey. Like, Joey's a man that is constantly seeking new knowledge. He's got a massive network of people around him, and I think that's what makes him the best at what he does. So, mate, tell us about who your athletes are. Did you always want to be with athletes, or is that something you've aspired to, or you've just fallen into? And who's sort of in the pit on a weekly basis, and what are they doing in there?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Ever since I can remember, probably from once I finished my career as an athlete as a young bloke, I either wanted to be involved in professional sport or train athletes in some way, shape, or form or capacity, and then basically, from about the age of 16, read everything, watched, back in the day, used to watch videos, used to go to the university library and hire out the videos, and then basically...
Slightly obsessive?
I'd say slightly.
Maybe a little bit more passionate than obsessive? That's where the passion comes from?
Yeah, well, you know, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly, mate, yeah.
And,
I can see that with you, yeah.
Which is like you, mate, like, you know, mad, crazy scientists. You know, you want to read this and look at that, you know, seminars, books, workshops, travelling overseas around the world to develop your craft and learn from the best to ultimately be the best and get your clients the best results.
And that's why you've got the people coming to see you that you do.
Yeah, so guys like Kurt Tippett's one of our regular clients. You guys, I know, are working with him at the moment. Sam Michael, currently got Courtney Hancock's in the pit as well, who just recently won the Coolangatta Gold. We've had professional surfers, Ryan Hipwood, and a ton of professional AFL footballers coming through. Sam Michael this year, Sam Gilbert, Dane Beams, Joel Tippett, Kurt's brother. So it's...
And what's your, what's your philosophy down there, mate? I know you're more than just a strength and conditioning sort of a program. That's why people are coming there. What else have you got throwing into the mix there that makes it unique?
Yeah, it's another really good question. I guess what makes us unique is that we're involved in 4 key aspects of development, which means the first aspect is that, you know, it's all good to make an athlete bigger, faster, stronger, but if that's all I did, I probably wouldn't be proud of what I'd actually achieved with that athlete. So number one, we want to make the athletes better human beings to come into contact with us. That means that they've got good leadership, good discipline, good work ethic, and have other transferable skills that I guess translate not just on the athletic arena but in everyday life.
It's interesting you made that number one, because when I come down to the pit, you can see that in the culture down there, and that's obviously from the top down, and I'm impressed when I see that, and I think that should be number one, right? You know, like that's where it all flows from, right?
And the culture is really important too, because, you know, there's a stigma associated with elite athletes, and, you know, we've seen some athletes that have, you know, I guess behavioural issues at clubs that extend into other aspects of their life and drug use and whatnot. So we want to make sure that, you know, our athletes have strong role models and that they feel that they are leaders in their own right and they're not sheep, but they also act like a big, strong, powerful man, not just on the athletic arena, but, you know, in day-to-day living as well. And with our females, we've got some great females coming through. I forgot to mention Katie Brennan, who's now a marquee player with the Western Bulldogs, and you know, strong men, but also very empowered women that are confident in themselves and have a great self-esteem. And then number 2 is to actually prevent injuries from occurring, to keep them out of your offices. It's one of my goals. I know with CrossFit you guys are going to be in business forever, so injury prevention is probably number 2. And number 3, finally, performance enhancement, so actually getting them fitter, faster, stronger, and helping them improve, so actually translate onto the field. It's not just about being you know, bigger and having a big bench.
There's more elements to performance and strength and flexibility.
That's it. So trying to make sure we've got a really good mix of that, and then finally, to make training fun and enjoyable, because you know, it should be an extension of play, where so many people are so serious and just think, it's just this, and they get stuck in their way. And you want to make, I want to make sure the clients and athletes I have truly love what they're doing and really look forward to coming to train with us.
Yeah, awesome. And mate, you have your own range of supplements there. Like, what's your take on supplements? Are they oversold out there in the market? Because you walk into a supplement shop, there's so many products out there. What are your you know, for the people out there that are wondering, what do I do? What do I take? Over your years of experience, what are your suggestions to the punter out there that's looking to get some advice on the supplements for the I guess the staples? You know, that's where we want to sort of know.
It's a massive industry. I think it's a $1 billion industry, so everyone's getting involved with it. But my unique take on supplements is I think you have to have gone, you know, and used every single supplement and then gone to use nothing to actually have a real basis from which to talk from. And I was going through one stage where I was having, honestly, about 700 different supplements a day based on different vitamins and minerals and powders and formulas.
That doesn't surprise me, mate.
They're all based, hey, I'm the human walking experiment, mate, like you are, which were based on my blood chemistry. So what we would do, we would take, maybe this might be a bit too much for your listeners or viewers, but we'd take 8 vials of my blood, hair samples, saliva samples.
But you're just getting technical, right? You want to know.
I want to see whether this stuff's working. And, you know, after spending on average $2.5 to $3 grand a month for about 12 months in supplements, the changes in my blood chemistries weren't that significant, so it didn't really correlate to performance as much as well.
You might have thought.
What was predicted. So, but as far as our supplement line goes, I realised that, you know, I eat everything certified organic, grass-fed. I've got a private chef, so I've got the best food. Yet I was having my supplements, and most of them are artificially derived through you know, processed additives and synthetic derivatives, which aren't actually potentially recognisable from the body or by the body. So, you know, you used to have an orange that's got vitamin C, but if you're going to have powdered form, how does the body recognise that when it's in such high concentrations? I don't know. So what I thought, well, look, when I go travelling overseas and in the States, sometimes it's hard to get quality protein or quality food. So what I did was pretty much, if I couldn't find what I want, I'd basically invented it myself. And we've got 3 main supplements that I distribute, which are all stuff I've formulated. The first one is our Big Boy Biltong, which I've given you, Paulie. I know you love it. It's great.
Delicious.
What do you reckon? It's tasty. Give it a plug.
Hard to stop. Hard to stop eating it. You know, that's the only problem with it.
It's addictive. It's good for your butt. So that's basically like dried meat from the Byron Bay Farmery down there with all their good beef down there, and it's everything certified organic, and basically allows you to having, you know, like a steak anywhere that you need to any time, and it's non-perishable, so fits in your bag. Take it when you go surfing, take it when you're on holidays, sitting on a plane. The second supplement we've got is our Athletic Superfood protein bars, which are all raw food based, because that seems to be not just the movement, but it's probably more beneficial for the body because it doesn't have to break it down. And that's got our sprouted whole grain brown rice protein. It's got mangosteen, berry, goji berry, date, cinnamon, ginger. So all the different, everything in there is designed to enhance
you've done the research, and it's there for a reason.
Mate, 18 months in research and development, and blood chemists, chefs, cooks, taste testers.
But that's important though. Like there's effort going into that. What's number 3, mate?
And number 3 is our Athletic Superfood protein powder, which is what the protein bars are based from. And again, you know, there's no artificial flavours or colours, so it's real food basically crushed up. You can add water or coconut milk too, or coconut water or almond milk, and mate, it's like liquid gold.
Cool, man. And mate, finally, tell us what you're doing down there that's an integration of the neuro stuff that we're doing here. I know we sort of work closely together. What have you found works down in the pit practically that's more your neuro-based sort of stuff, apart from what you're doing already, which is quite advanced in the physical sort of nature?
Yeah, the neural engagement stuff is the stuff I picked up from you and Vic, and as far as I've only done it with athletes that I feel that need it, but as far as reducing muscle tone and stilling the mind, I mean, that word mindfulness is now bandied around the internet like no tomorrow. I've found no better way to be able to teach your athletes to be able to switch off and to enhance their performance apart from the use of neural engagement. And it just comes, especially when you're pretty much a hyperactive, intense person like most of our athletes are, like me.
Yeah, so you're sort of saying it's enhancing rest and recovery, restoration, you know, and
preventing. We feel, you know, in terms of injury prevention and also injury rehabilitation, is also great too, because say you've got a strained hamstring or a tight muscle, we found that there's a systemic release of that muscle tone throughout the body, so it actually reduces muscle tone, which is another way to prevent injuries from occurring. So that's what massage is good for, and you can do that without having to actually, you know, go and invest the funds to get massage. So we feel it's a fantastic tool, and also again, athletes that are typically intense, maybe that's why there's some issue with drugs and alcohol. It allows them to still the mind, switch off. And I know that you did a bit of work with Mason Woods recently from North Melbourne, one of the athletes we had up in our facility, and he just loved it because he's naturally a hyper-intensive person, and he's like, dude, I feel so zen, I feel relaxed.
Which is important, bringing it back, you know, like your recovery time is just as important as your training time.
And then the function neurology stuff at the moment it's mind-blowing, like it's cutting-edge stuff, and I think there's probably you, me, and there's maybe 3 guys in the world doing this stuff to enhance an athlete's performance based on their nervous system function and their brain function. And people go, well, you know, how do you get a bigger muscle? And it's like, oh, I lift weights and I recover. What actually controls the strength of the muscle? It's your nervous system. What dictates your nervous system efficiency? It's your brain. So in terms of testing vision, peripheral vision, pain management, recovery, reaction time, that function neurology stuff is next level stuff.
And it makes sense, right? When you talk about it, it's logical. The people I've worked with in your pit have loved it, and mate, I look forward to doing more of that with them. So, mate,
awesome,
much appreciated, man.
Thanks, Paulie.
Thanks
Cheers
for coming, buddy.
No worries.
Cool, man.
Sweet.